Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The issue between Sunday Adeyemo aka Sunday Igboho and the Seriki of Iganga, talking about Alhaji Salihu Abdul Kader, who was sent packing from Iganga and who ended up losing virtually everything, his house and his properties, according to him. It has resurfaced again. The issue has resurfaced, and this time around, it's coming from a particular group of Fulanis who identify themselves as Gadfan. That's the meaning of Gadfan. They mean Gan Allah Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, and currently they are making demands. And according to them, if their demands are not being made, then they are going to take all the legitimate means to ensure that they bring Sunday Igboho to book. They give him the required legal tension that is required concerning this case. We are going to look at that in a jiffy. But before we continue, if you're not subscribed to the channel, just hit that red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, a group identified as the Gang Allah Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, GADFAN, has called on the federal government as well as the your state government to compensate Seriki Fulani Iganga Alhaji Salihu Abdul Kader. As part of its demand, the group also demanded the government should take necessary action to restore the displaced Seriki Fulani back to Iganga in Ibaraba North local government area of Oyo State. The group, which we understand they are based in Abuja, further demanded that Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho should be prosecuted by security agencies for his alleged role in the Iganga crisis. The group made its demand known in Ilorin, the Kwara state capital, when it visited the Seriki Fulani Iganga, who is currently staying in the state after the crisis that chased him out of Oyo State. The group statement, signed by its national chairman and national secretary Alhaji Suleiman Yakubu and Ibrahim Abdullahi, respectively, reads, I said, to our greatest surprise and dismay, up to this moment, Sunday Igboho is moving freely as if nothing happened. The God Fund therefore call on the federal and Oyo state government to ensure that justice is done to Salihu Abdul Kader and his people by way of not only ensuring that Igboho and his boys are apprehended and brought to book, but that Sarakin Fulani and his people be compensated and returned to their home. The attack led to the burning and total destruction of all his houses, household items, and his animals that include cows, sheep, goats, turkey, a school, shops, and a mosque, all worth over 500 million naira. It vows to explore all peaceful and legal means to ensure that justice is done to all parties, adding that we are already in consultation with our lawyers and we will soon take all the necessary legal steps if nothing is done by the relevant authorities to address the issue. And this is serious coming at this time against Igbo. But there are a lot of things that they have made mention, which we are going to look at it in a jiffy. And the first thing there is the issue of Sunday Igbo still walking down the street without anyone apprehending him or anyone troubling him and all of that. First of all, we have to be very objective about this. And I like to start this way. They before now, there were long list of very negative events that took place involving mostly some of those that the Seriki knows, though he had denied all of that, and he doesn't know anyone who is a culprit or who has been involved in kidnapping, who's been involved in banditry, and all of that. But according to the information as I then obtained, they said that some of those that were resident with the man were involved in some of the nefarious activity that was going on in Iganga. And now, another thing we want to look at is when these Fulanis do what they do, nobody will speak. nobody will raise eyebrow. In virtually all the states in Nigeria, their impact, negative impact, have been felt. Yeah, we know there are some good guys who are Fulanis. I can't deny that. There are some very good guys who are Fulani. But those who are involved in all of these issues, which over time it has been confirmed by their own people. For example, the summit that just finished in Abuja, where virtually all the states in the north, their different socio-political groups came into dialogue and talk about the economic advancement of the north and all of that. When they gave the one of the renowned person in Meiti Allah, to talk about their challenges and all of that, he made mention of the fact that why their people are getting involved in crime, which means that they know that they are involved in crime, is because a lot of them have been abandoned, cow rustling, and all of that. So many other things that have happened affect them negatively. Lack of government financing, this issue of forest reserve and all of that has affected them. And he even said it that if their issues are not sorted out, then Nigerians should forget about traveling around Nigeria peacefully for the next 10 to 20 years. That's what they said. So that clearly shows that Nigerians are not lying when they say that these guys are fully in the show of kidnapping and all of that. Nobody talks about it. They feel it's very, very okay, because since they have not addressed our issue, since they have not addressed our economic situation, since they have not addressed the issue of cow rustling, they have to go around and keep doing what they are doing. They are walking freely. Most of them are walking freely. Nobody will have done anything negative to them. Igboho here was only trying to do something to protect the territory of Oyo State. If you guys, since you guys you are not ready to stay in peace with us, please do well to quit our town. And that was just it. And when they did not quit the town, they went in on them. And before you know, the people of Iganga were also involved, because if you watch the video, it wasn't just this guy alone. They went and pursued him out of their own place. They said, "We don't want to see you guys hang around here." And everything that will remind them of the fact that, Fulanis are staying around, and they didn't want them to, stay again. And that was just it. So if you are talking about the issue, also the issue of compensation, don't forget that there are countless Nigerians, starting from the north down to the south, who have lost millions and billions of naira as a result of the issue of open grazing by the Fulani herders. They carry their cows, enter into people's farm. So some of those guys, they have collected money from the bank. Some of them are commercial agriculture. Their life revolves around farming. You carry your cow, enter, they eat all their grasses. Some of them want to, like, hey, why do you do this? They want to kind of repraise against what they are doing against them. The next thing, you bring out your own weapon and attack them. Some of them lose their life in the process. Some of them lose their whole family in the process. So what are we saying? If Fulani, the Seriki Fulani must be compensated as well. Nigerians should also line up to present their own request before the federal government. They must also be compensated, because there is no one person that is higher in terms of being more of a citizen than the other person. We are all equal, and for that reason, we must be treated likewise. They've rolled out and they have given the government a timeline that if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they will seek peaceful and legal redress to ensure that all the culprits are brought to book. We're still waiting to see what will happen in the nearest future. And that's just it. Go to a comment section. Let's just interact. What do you think about this request? Roll out 500 million naira is the cost of everything that was destroyed, according to them. Do you think that the federal government or your state government would jump into action to settle these differences existing between the Yoruba people and the Fulanis? Let's interact.